Good afternoon, folks. Today we're going to talk about the strike cruiser program from the 1970s. It was a proposed CSGN, strike cruiser, nuclear powered, of course. These would have been a follow-on to the Virginia class. So, a little short bit about the Virginia class was a nuclear powered carrier, follow on to the California class. Now, they're nuclear powered. They were not Aegis. This was before Aegis was a thing. And they're about 11,000 ton cruisers. Very powerful, very good for the day. They were capped. They were originally going to be 11 of these, and they capped it at 4 because, well, the Navy was wanting to use the new strike cruiser. Now, they were originally going to take the Long Beach, USS Long Beach, and convert it to a prototype strike cruiser. That, of course, never happened. Long Beach never really got serious upgrades after the 70s, really. So, what ended up happening, this design for a strike cruiser was supposed to be about 50% more displacement. We're about 17,000 tons. It was a design by DARPA in the 1970s. There was designs in 74, 75, and 76. Congress effectively canned it without, not giving it funding. So these were supposed to have the Aegis platform on them and be supplemented by other Aegis platforms like the proposed air defense version of the Spruance class. They would be equipped with a pair of Mark 26 launchers for SM-2, Tomahawk, and also Harpoon launchers as well. There also would have been the Mark 71 8-inch gun, which I've also done a video on. Very minimally better armament than what ended up actually being on the Virginia class after the Virginia class got its refit in the 1980s, curiously enough. Anyhow, they never got the funding they needed, and ultimately the Navy ended up getting the Ticonderoga, which was basically the Aegis version of the Spruance. That ended up being easier to produce, and they were able to produce a whole lot more of them, and you didn't have to deal with the issues of nuclear-powered cruisers. They required a lot of manpower, large crews, and it was a very heavy cruiser too, 17,000 tons. Would have had a pair of nuclear reactors on it, probably wouldn't have even made it to the 21st century. So anyhow, the Virginia class ended up getting the new threat upgrade in the 1980s. So it ended up with the Mark 26 launchers for SM-2. And of course, it also had 2 5-inch guns. The only thing that the Virginia class really didn't have was dedicated hangar facilities after that new threat upgrade that the strike cruiser program would have had baked in. So anyhow, now you know a little bit more about the Navy's aborted strike cruiser program.